Hey, Caleb.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. They started like an hour early.
Do what?
They started like an hour early.
Oh, sitting here trying to keep my eyes open
Oh, yeah?
very well.
Yeah, I haven't paid any attention at all to the game, so I have no idea what's been going on.
Garrett's dice suck, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I heard.
And he didn't take. He's left Gearbox open a couple of times.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not
opening
really
opening
sure
play.
how
Gearbox
was
took that
how was.
double between the industrial complex and the ISB.
Mm-hmm.
Like Garrett could have got a stalker or berserk. He would have had to blitz a berserker, but he could have got up there and shut that building off
Yeah.
and left him with only 2 power instead of 4. Like he's not going after his power
You
production
said
at
this is
all.
the Guard ISB that you're talking about?
He was Gearbox had the industrial ISB.
Oh, I didn't realize that destroyed building was
Yeah,
an ISB. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
it's his ISB.
Yeah, it's like easy
Gearbox's
pickings for
ISB.
a berserker.
Yeah, you spawn behind the media company, push spawn for a command ape, pay to blitz your berserker up, and then you take that section right there. Now the crab would have been a little hard to get to, but
I don't even know if I'd bump spawn the command ape, just spawn it next to the myriad and move over. You know, save yourself a
oh
die
yeah. Well, you
that
need to spawn
you can
stuff on
now
that
use
side
for the
to secure the industrial. So,
ah.
and you need to bump spawn the berserker in order to. Well, you don't have to bump spawn the berserker.
Yeah.
Just easier if you do. Everything's right in line.
Yeah, I mean you don't even need the industrial to get the berserker over there.
No.
It's 9 spaces.
So this is going to go. I mean, this is Gearboxes to lose.
Yeah. Okay, so that was
Probably
who's that attack
multi-fire
just now?
from. Probably
Okay.
multi-fire from.
Yeah, no, I
Nova.
see. He took out the secure of the double and the well, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
guard and ISB is kind of a good thing to force him to lose. He's gonna have 6 die going into the turn right now. Assuming this hits, I assume this is gonna be Wreck, Fire, and Shadowgate.
Yeah,
Well, it
should
hit.
be. Yeah.
Yeah. Which puts her just at the
Four
top of
damage,
Hyper, which kind of sucks, but
which is where she wants to be. That's where she wants to be. Now she can just move
oh,
out of
Earth
that,
Knight. That's why
step
you got a
in,
red.
step into the fire, go into hyper, and then Tyrannix dies, and then Nova just eats dirt the rest of the game.
Yeah, because she's being double teamed.
Yeah,
I don't think that does anything to help you
that
at all.
doesn't do
You'd
anything.
already broken that double or that secure, so
Oh,
and he was already going to take 2 damage. I think maybe I would have just moved Tyrannex forward 1 so that I wasn't in line with the an easy throw line with industrial and media. Have to body slam me.
He's off that line. He doesn't have the industrial media line. It's just the industrial.
On Tyrannex? You can just go
Yeah.
left and left.
You're talking. Sorry, I was looking down toward Garrett's side where the media industrial double is.
Okay, yeah, no, I wasn't even talking about a double line. Just two singles on Tyrannex to get him off the table,
Yeah.
which is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Although apparently the step into hyper is not happening. So,
That's stupid. That's a mistake.
I mean,
That's a mistake. You want to go ahead and step into hyper just to fucking delete him and
well, you're probably deleting him anyway.
true, but I mean I want to be in hyper going against Nova.
When I have two monsters and I'm 2 for 1 Nova, I think I'm fine not being in hyper.
Yeah. He's probably playing for breakers anyway.
There is that. Did you see my game against Vulnerus earlier?
No, I was at the game store earlier when you
Ah,
guys were playing.
he uh he got Maggie down to 1, and if he wasn't next to a media, I absolutely would have given him the kill by popping a juror and using super damage to finish off
Oh shit.
what's his name? Finish off Glob. But because I was next to a media, I couldn't do that because I didn't have the dice for it. So
Right.
instead, he didn't get a monster kill.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, I really effed up my first turn too. I set myself up to where I could just pretty easily be taken down to powering up for nothing. He
Oh
didn't even do
shit.
it the he didn't even do it the most efficient way. He just moved in and shot with Glob when he could have swatted a Squix into the same unit.
Yeah.
But
Oh, this is just ugly now.
yeah,
Like
yeah, this is gonna be
I
real
don't even
ugly.
want to. I don't even want to finish watching this because
Oh, okay, that was
uh
industrial into the double fire, not industrial media.
yeah, yeah, he
Okay.
didn't have to put him into the media.
I would have just yeah, I didn't think of that. I was
Like
thinking
there's a real
industrial.
chance Garrett doesn't get a monster kill.
I think there's a very strong chance Garrett doesn't get a monster kill. It's
Yeah,
still possible, but
like he's
why the hell does air superiority exist in the first place? That is such a bullshit rule.
because Annie needed more rules. Oh, dude at the store was talking to me about running demos. He's like, what should I do? Should I just buy the two new battle boxes and run them against each other? And I'm like, no, no, you absolutely should not do that.
I mean, as long as
Well,
they're not
well,
throwing a
they're,
second monster into the mix, it's fine.
they're new players. They won't find Annie that strong. I'm like, no, she is absolutely that strong.
It's like, no, trust me, they don't need to find her that strong for her to be that strong.
Yeah, I'm like, well, they won't know all the combos. No, dude, no,
You
there
don't
is no
need
combos.
combo.
It's just straight her card. It's not a combo. It's her card. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why Faye thinks it's fine to give something super disruption and a souped up version of Ultimate Weapon.
yeah.
I mean, why is that fine and Zybanos and Rogzer had to pay such a heavy price for it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna tax the hell out of these two for being able to make 3 attacks a turn, and this one we're going to let them make 3 attacks per turn that gain extra dice, And
and
if they
don't have to
somehow
actually
heal,
hit.
yeah, don't have to actually hit. And if they somehow heal, they still get to make those attacks.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
they don't need to pay for that in any way.
Well, and look how hard Nova got hit for multi-fire. She's
Yeah,
got 2 fucking food eye on boost or on, her blast.
on her Alpha
That's
Blast, yeah.
ridiculous.
There's
There's no
literally a
reason.
unit that blasts better than her Alpha with
Yeah,
multi-fire on her side in Rocket Ape.
yeah. It's
And it
just
did,
the dumbest thing.
yeah. And I mean, I guess originally Hondo paid for that buff, but he's not really paying for it that much anymore. And he's certainly not paying for it like Zaxor pays for kinetic distortions and blood rage.
Mhm.
Yeah, Zaxor got like quadruple whammied on that stuff. Blood rage, kinetic distortions, ultimate weapon. Nah, he can't have any special
No.
stats. Or he can't have any good stats.
Nope.
This is a
Oh god.
X1 game,
What
right?
was huh?
I don't know. What was that attack? That could
What
not have
was
been the
he
Berserker.
Mung Mung's out.
Is that like Bellower on Stalker?
I have no idea what the fuck it was. Surely it wasn't Bella. Oh my god, why would you ever actually shoot with a Bellower?
I mean, if you
They're
had
there to
Rocket
stand
Chopper
there.
there, it would be fine. Yeah, into the Exo.
Mhm. Should get that.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Nova has the same issue Demos has right now. She can really clear out screens. She just can't do anything after clearing them out.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's something Mung Mung was complaining about with Demos. It's like you you feel like you have screen clear with Onslaught, and then you actually use it and realize, no, you don't, because you can't
Mhm.
follow it up. Which honestly makes me feel a little better, because it makes me feel like he's not stepping on Rogzor's toes quite as much. I kind of want to run Rogzor Mogoth.
Ooh. Interesting. Mogroth makes
Double pedestrians is the issue.
yeah.
I mean, you can kind of make up for it now with just bringing 3 or 4 myriads, but
Oh. Inescapable COVID-19 antibody discovery. Neutralizes all known SARS-CoV-2 strains. Huh.
I'll be
Okay.
honest, that sounds too good to be true. Ooh, yeah, I just noticed something.
What's that?
Uh, Garrett cleared out that little area, but didn't kill the Berserker sitting right there.
Yeah. No, he's toast.
Yeah, that his Berserker is now toast.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about
His berserker
disrupting
and the
the.
steel shell.
Well, actually, you could move down, kill one of the X's on the UCI, which breaks the Myriad and UCI, and then go back and kill a Steel Shell. Or go forward and kill
You
the other
can't
Steel Shell.
you can't move past the
Oh,
steel shell.
nope, you're
Berserker
right.
doesn't have high mobility.
You're right. I'm a Destroyer player.
Well, unless unless Gearbox had stepped in hyper, if he'd have stepped into hyper, then
Yeah,
he could have.
then Annie's
You
bullshit.
can you can still kill the steel shell. No, one, two. Yeah, no, we can't get there. But yeah, if he'd have stepped Annie into hyper, he would have had high mobility. Because Annie is shit.
Yeah. You know, I know she's probably not more oppressive than Kraken, but honestly, think
Feels that
I
way.
feel like she's worse than Kraken.
Oh yeah, she's worse than Greener of Kraken.
I mean, like, she's worse to play against. Like, I feel like she's a little more powerful than pre-nerf Kraken.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she is.
I
Absolutely, I agree
know
with that.
Reluck disagrees, but it's not the
And
only thing Reluck
pre
and I disagree on.
pre nerf Kraken was pretty bad, but
He was.
I would think Annie is worse.
Hmm.
Interesting. Just to screen Annie?
I mean, yeah, you screen Annie and Nova can't do more than one damage with a multiplier blast or punch,
True.
I guess, or swat. But yeah, you just
And I
keep
guess
Annie screened and Garrett doesn't get a monster kill.
yeah.
It doesn't even matter that he's powering up for 8.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter at all. What good is it if you can't do anything with it?
Because yeah, he could move
Yeah.
Nova over, kill 2 or 3 of the screens, and then Gearbox goes into a monster turn.
Hmm.
Now, he can do it trivially. He could only spend like 1 white, the 2 reds that he's going to get back, and however many blues.
Dude, don't count them all out. Just count the four that you need and be done. I
Yeah.
hate it when people do that. Like, well, I power up for one, two, three,
Well,
four,
be fair, he did the power up,
seven.
and then I think Gearbox challenged him when he said, I power up for 8.
Oh, Jesus.
He just said,
Here.
well, 8, how?
One, two,
So you
three,
say, I
four.
power up for
There's only four.
full, and that's all that matters.
Yep.
Well, let's be fair, I tend to say I power up for the full amount. I power up for 8 in this case, rather than just I power up to full.
I usually just go, I power to full, and then I would just leave it at that.
Yeah,
I
because you're
don't
right,
need
it
to
just
count it
doesn't
out.
matter after that.
Right.
I mean, I could argue that it kind of matters from a standpoint of if they think you're just powering up for 4 or 5 and you're actually powering up for 8 and they maybe would have tried to destroy your power base instead of attacking you.
Yeah. And I guess
But
it couldn't matter for chains.
hmm
Um,
but at the same time, you should be watching your opponent's side of the board and what they can power up for.
hmm
don't know about you. I am at least tentatively hyped for this upcoming Kickstarter.
I
There's not
don't
really anything
care.
for us, and they admitted that. There's very little for us. But I
Yeah.
do want to see the game grow. So if we can get a lot of more people in from it, I think that's fantastic.
Here's what I'm afraid of though with that is that people are just gonna go, okay, I'm gonna play the board game. And then they're just gonna ignore the rest of it because this actually requires, you know, painting models and putting stuff together and getting maps, and you can just buy the board game and have the board game. And then
Well,
they're gonna put out more models for the board game, and
the board game is basically just 2018 Monpoc all over again. They might eventually get more expansions that are the other monsters, but honestly, I think the board game's probably going to be more of a jumping in point um, rather than Monpoc, but 2 years behind or something like that.
yeah, I I don't know. Like I
I
said,
know.
I'm waiting for more information
Hey
before
guys,
I
Hmm.
do you know
um
how we handle mid-game concession cases?
um
Um,
basically you Gearbox gets like half health and
Yeah, I was thinking like before I die, I assume I deal like 6 more damage because like even if I split damage and go in on Earth Knight this turn, Nova doesn't get
you're not getting a
wiped out in
monster
one
kill.
round. Correct. So like
I'm
I
willing to
figure the
take 6
most
damage.
damage I could do left on the table would be like dunk Earth Knight into a building. Nova gets bopped around wherever Nova gets bopped around, and then put one of them into another building for another 3 points of damage.
yeah.
Yeah, I the last time I conceded during a game, um, Boxy just did half health of the winner.
Yeah, I think the
Um,
rules are just half health of the winner's total, but
At the
and I
time of
think
concession or at the start of the game?
at the time of concession.
Okay,
yeah.
so
So,
that would
Yeah,
put me
I
at 8
Well,
health
and I think by
total.
the official Crush Hour rules, Garrett would get a single monster kill out of it, but I
oh
don't
yeah, no,
think
that
you
that
do
ain't
in this
I
case,
don't
and
think he
I think
does.
yeah
I don't
Boxy,
think
Yeah,
Boxy does
Boxy
that.
doesn't do that.
no, he
yeah
doesn't. He
yeah because like
normally
I'm like
he likes to look at the game state and decide, how much damage he thinks could be done, and if you have a
which
high
is
chance.
exactly what my comment about like oh yeah here's like I could put 3 damage on one of them, and then the
Relocked is
next turn I
watching my
could put
stream
3
and
on
said
another.
technically we could call Nick in.
I mean
We
it's after
could, yeah.
Oh,
midnight and he normally works at like 4 a.m.
okay. No, Relock just said no monster kill is the rule.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
That's why I'm
So
conceding because I don't
Yeah.
see a way in where Gearbox doesn't play cagey enough to keep me from managing it.
Yeah, and
okay,
we
you're
thought
yeah.
we kind of figured the same.
so I'll take 6 damage over the course of the game, end with 11,
Yep.
or should I end with 8?
Uh, end with
Uh,
11 sounds correct to me because there's no way in
Yeah.
hell I'm doing. Uh,
Yeah.
there's not enough double foundations left on the board for me to expect that I'd be able to get one of your monsters into one of them to get it down to that 8.
Now don't forget too that you do have super damage, but only on your blast, so I
So
mean
that's a 2 damage gun instead of a
2 damage,
5
yeah.
damage double building throw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All
that's
right,
true.
So
let's fill out the form then. I'll put down that I had 11 health
11.
at the time of concession.
Yep. Uh,
That sounds about right.
yeah.
so I'm like, man, I can play cagey-ish, but I'm all the way over here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I got all of the units on the table forever, but they're not helping.
This is
Nope.
round 3, right?
Yep. Gearbox.
Garrett.
Yeah, Reluct agrees with us. 6 is the most Garrett would do. So 11 health,
Yeah.
no monster kill.
And I had 3349 remaining on my clock.
So that first unit turn, Garrett, why didn't you just blitz a berserker up the middle and take that back line where he had then the ISB and industrial?
Because that's
And
not a line of play that my brain actually normally thinks through.
okay,
That
so I'm
strictly
sitting there
speaking,
looking.
because that I hang out with a lot of these like top tier players, I don't actually think through lines on the same uh level as they do. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
because I'm sitting there looking at that line, going, he could just absolutely depower him, or well, it would not completely depower him, but take away two right there,
Out of 4,
and
yeah.
then leave you with the double in the back. Because there was no real way to get back there. I looked at it several times. I just couldn't figure out a way to get back there. Um, but yeah, that double in the middle should have been desecured at the beginning of the game.
Uh, so Chaos, you can get there, uh, doing the exact same thing out of that far right unit.
Well, but if you do the Command 8 Berserker up the middle, you can't do Command 8 Berserker down the side.
Yeah, I know. So it's
I'm
a
just saying
question of
if you take
which
the
one do you
yeah,
do? Do you do the side or the middle? And either
you
one
do the
is
middle.
fine.
You do the middle. I would do the middle.
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out how to get a clicker
I
into
would
the
look at
back.
which one is
The answer is I didn't bring a clicker, so it's irrelevant.
Oh, dude.
yeah, I
That
would look at
toy
which
is
double was
too
squishier.
new. I haven't fucked with it.
Oh, it's pretty fun.
It's a thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like, do you know why I have a command ape in this list?
Because
Because
you
No.
class
finally got
sent
one.
me one, so I own one. Like, the only thing in this list I don't physically own are the 2 extra medias and the ape infiltrator.
Okay then.
Because I refuse to purchase more than 2 medias.
Yeah.
Yeah, I own four of them.
I own 3.
Yeah, I
I'm probably
thought
going
I
to pick up
owned
another one.
2, found out I owned 3. The guy I normally play with owns 1, so I was like, here, have another media.
That sounds right. Oh, alright.
I want to point out that despite the fact that you pushed 5 unit dice during one turn, you have more units on the table than I do.
Yeah. Uh,
Wow.
yeah,
Didn't have
I
anything you could
propagate.
spawn for 5?
No, I just potatoed. I could have
Hmm.
spent those dice pushing 3 units out of this spawn point and and securing this double.
Yeah.
Um, I just straight potatoed in a hey, I was gonna try to do something clever. Oh wait, that's not how any of this works. Crap.
Mhm.
We'll just do this. Okay, start moving. Oh crap, I still have 6 dice left. Whoopsies.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that.
Because if you're gonna split your monster in unit pools, you normally do it from the other side. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, if you're on a unit turn and you have 5 extra white die, you did screw up somewhere, but keeping them is not the correct move. You push them anyway.
yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but that's where I typed, yeah, I potatoed that unit turn.
Mhm.
I acknowledge it. I own it.
I think I was
Mi-
asleep during that.
Missing that 89% RAM was rough.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Because
wondering about
that
that
was.
too. I figured you would like move Nova over. Oh
Oh,
no, it was your own
so
unit. Never mind.
so the
Was it?
intention was RAM here to knock
Mm-hmm.
out the dudes in the
Right.
middle, take out an ISB, get back 5 power dice, move Nova over here a little bit, harass back here. Just hey, look, you get no secures.
And I get
Right.
no power because I only put 4 secures on the table.
Right.
And then you'd have 1 power at least from me knocking down the
Oh,
ISB,
that's true.
but
I'd have a power, which is not enough.
missing that and then having no power dice, I wasn't about to go try to shoot crabs in cover with no power dice with Nova.
Why
know?
not? She's got plenty of. Oh wait. Oh whoops. Sorry.
I mean, if you're not doing anything else with the die, you may as well. But
I stepped Nova in far enough to disrupt one of the secures.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, he stood here and there was a model here and it was like, I could come in on Nova, but Tyrannix is in a spot that I'd like taking him out on.
yeah.
So
Yeah, there was nowhere for me to put Tyrannix to get him out of harm's way in the middle of Thunderdome there.
so
Still managed to not go single to double though, so
Mm-hmm.
that was something. All right, well, I'm gonna sign out.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Have a nice night.